force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Pulled in at the 24. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
and the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Hill, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They run it again with Hill, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than them. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
All right, here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't find anyone open. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Green 39! Green 39!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah. He
usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here we go now.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And quickly they get to the line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. A dump off now to Hill. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big play there just before halftime. 66 yards. in the red zone this time. They'll set up to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And they'll send a slot in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the cutback to the sideline. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Their big tight end with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball.
There he goes right side. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. third down, he'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
They'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
3 yards left to grab here on third down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They're going to look to throw. Caught. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And on 3rd and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. All right, now look at
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 38 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure through. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Hill, the lone setback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got time. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a player. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Texans a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed. Yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
A dump off now to Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Now back to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a sixth time tonight. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Houston first.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 39, Detroit!
They'll look to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and the Texans take possession. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Backing up. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down following the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. A lot of...
There are men, and there are giants. Base is still